The sciatic nerve is located in the lower back. The pain caused by the pressure on the initial part of this nerve is called sciatica. Usually, the pain of sciatica starts suddenly and travels from the back to the outer and front part of the leg. It causes a stabbing pain, and this pain usually affected only one leg. It is related to the nerve related symptoms such as numbness, tingling, and weakness in different parts of the affected leg and foot. Sciatica can be triggered by activities like lifting heavy objects, pressure anywhere on the sciatic nerve, along with herniated disc. Lumbar spinal stenosis means narrowing of the spinal canal in the lower back. Spondylolisthesis means slipping of the lower vertebra in the spine. Spinal tumors, spinal cord infection, or injury are also some of the causes of sciatica pain. So, in today's video, we are going to talk about sciatica and also about its homeopathic treatment in detail. So, let's start. Spend. I am Dr. Padan, and you are very welcome to my channel. First of all, we will talk about what is sciatica. Sciatica is the pain that occurs when something injuries or compression on the sciatic nerve. This nerve is the longest and thickest nerve in our body. There are two sciatic nerves in the body, one on the left side and one on the right side, which originate from the lower back, pass through the hip and buttocks, and extend along the legs. When these nerves are irritated or injured, it can cause a feeling of pain, tingling, or numbness in the back, buttocks, and legs. This discomfort can also spread to the feet and toes, depending on the specific nerves affected. The intensity of the pain ranges from mild to severe. Symptoms of sciatica can vary, affecting areas such as the lower back, hips, buttocks, and legs. Now let's talk about the causes of sciatica pain. Causes of sciatica. Sciatica pain is caused by different situations affecting the sciatic nerve or any one of the five spinal nerves that form the sciatica nerve bundles. Causes of sciatica includes herniated disc. When the disc bulge or burst from the soft cushioning present between the vertebrae in the spine, they put pressure on the nerves which can cause sciatica. Second is degenerative disc disease. This occurs when the disc between the vertebrae of the spine wear out with age, causing irritation or pressure on the nerves. Third is spinal stenosis. Spinal stenosis means narrowing of the spinal canal, which in affected increasing pressure on the sciatica nerves as well the other nerves. Fourth is foraminal stenosis. This occurs when the holes between the vertebrae through which nerve roots exit the spinal canal become narrow. Fifth is spondylolisthesis. In spondylolisthesis, the vertebrae slip from their normal position and put pressure on the nerves, causing sciatica symptoms. Sixth is osteoarthritis. This condition involves the breakdown of cartilage in the joints and can lead to hypertrophy of the bones, which puts pressure on the nerves. Seven is injuries. An injury or accident that damages the spinal cord or surrounding tissues can cause irritation of the sciatic nerves. 8 is pregnancy. During pregnancy, the increasing weight of the growing baby or physical changes can put pressure on the sciatica nerves, causing discomfort. Ninth is growth of tumors or cysts. Additionally, tumors, cysts, or growths that develop in or around the spinal cord can put pressure on the nerves, causing sciatica symptoms. 10th is conus medullatus syndrome, a rare disorder affecting the dead ends of the spinal cord, resulting in problems related to the sciatica nerves. 11 is cauda equina syndrome, a severe condition related to compression of the nerves at the lower end of the spinal cord, producing symptoms such as sciatica. Now let's talk about the symptoms of sciatica pain. First is severe pain. It often feels like a burning sensation or electric shock. It is caused by pressure on the affected nerve. This pain usually radiates down the affected leg and intensifies during movements such as coughing, sneezing, bending, or raising the leg up while lying on the back. Second is tingling or pins and needle sensation, that is paresthesia. This feeling is similar to the feeling of sitting cross-legged and the leg becomes numb. Third is numbness. There is an inability to feel sensations in the skin of the affected back or leg area, and signals from these areas are difficult to reach the brain. Fourth is muscle weakness. This is indicated by difficulties in transmitting command signals from the muscles to the back or legs. Fifth is urinary or fecal incontinence, a severe symptom that indicates an obstruction in the signals the maintain urinary tract and bowel functions. You see all these symptoms in sciatica. Now let's talk about the homeopathic treatment of sciatica. First is homeopathic combination. In homeopathic combination, we have to take three types of medicines. First is Colocynthis mother tincture, second is Belladonna mother tincture, and third is Chamomilla mother tincture. We have to make these three medicines equal to 30 ml. That is, take a 30 ml empty bottle, add Colocynthis mother tincture 10 ml plus Belladonna mother tincture 10 ml and Chamomilla mother tincture 10 ml in it, and mix all this and make it 30 ml. Then add 20 drops of this medicines in half a cup of water and drink it half an hour before eating. Second is Arnica montana 200x potency. Arnica is a very effective medicine for sciatica, which includes injuries, sprains, swelling in the species, wound healing, joint pain, pain or swelling in the nerves, and swelling caused by fracture species. Arnica 200, we have to drink 2 drops of in the morning, 2 drops in the afternoon, and 2 drops in the evening, half an hour before eating. Third is Viscum album 200x potency. Viscum album is a very effective medicine for sciatica. We have to drink Viscum album 200, 2 drops in the morning, 2 drops in the afternoon, and 2 drops in the evening, half an hour before eating. Remember, you have to drink all these medicines half an hour before eating, and before taking all these medicines, you must consult your nearest homeopathic doctor. Hope you like this video. See you in my next video. Till then, thanks.